Welcome to Blacktop Rocks the Podcast, episode 3. I'm GM Blacktop, and you are Corinn. Hey, Corinn.
Yes, I am.
How are you tonight?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Just
It's
came off a work day and just relaxing doing our podcast.
it's a nighttime thing, so you see everybody. I'm in the dock.
Yes.
The dock.
Yes, our other episodes we recorded during the day, so now we're in the
they're
dark.
all daytime. Now we're in
Yeah.
the dock. Well, I'm in the dock. You're
Yeah,
out on the
I'm
West
not.
Coast, so you're still in the light.
Yeah, for a few
Yeah.
minutes.
So you said you were working today. Wasn't it today a holiday?
Yes, but when you have a gardening company and landscaping company, you have to work when the weather's good.
It's a bit why, because all the plants are still. I get it. They're all growing
Yeah.
still on
Yeah.
on
Oh, yeah.
holiday. They don't take holidays.
No, they don't take holidays. Neither do the weeds.
The weeds don't take holidays?
No,
They
no.
actually get even worse probably on holidays,
Kind of, yeah.
I would think.
I would have much
What you been
sooner been out on my motorbike today, but had to work.
Did you get out on the motorbike this week?
I did on Thursday with my Nanaimo bike night group. Yeah.
How'd that
And
go?
then, it was good. Yeah, it was a good ride. It had a little bit of a if we'll call it a shit show with traffic and the lights breaking up the group, but we got it figured out. Pam did a great job at getting her part of the group back to the main part, and we continued on. So yeah, it was awesome.
You didn't hit any wildlife or livestock?
No, actually this time there was no deer or anything like that out there, so it was good.
I got a day off today. Ha!
Oh, aren't you lucky?
I just been doing that
Yeah.
all day.
Zilcho.
I got to work again in the morning, but I just
Yeah.
figured that I had a nice day off, so I was happy with
Yeah.
that.
Good.
Did all the regular type stuff. Got on a bicycle.
You on a bicycle?
Me on a
Really?
bicycle. Can you imagine?
Did you
Yeah,
get
it's kinda-
pictures?
Are you kidding?
I want pictures. I want proof.
I have training wheels on my bicycle. I don't ride enough, so I have to ride with training
Oh, okay.
wheels.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if that way, if I, have a wee problem, I can at least,
Uh-huh.
not
Uh-huh.
knock myself over.
Not fall over.
Of course, I don't wear training wheels. Jesus. So anyway,
Well, you never know.
I was just watching I had some time today to watch some
Mhm.
YouTube shorts and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I was watching these couple different instances of some shoplifters. They
Oh,
just
dear.
happen to be women, but it could have been men too. But
Uh-huh.
these particular clips just happen to be women,
Mhm.
and and the way it unraveled, with them getting these girls and then getting them out into the parking lot and blah blah blah.
Okay.
And the second one especially, they were entitled to the point where they thought that they could tell the cops whatever they wanted and just get away from me and go home. And the cops
Okay.
was like, we're not going anywhere, ma'am. We need some ID. Well, I don't want to show you my ID. Well, we're not going anywhere. Anyway, it was funny and scary at the same time because
Yeah.
I come from an era, and maybe you do too. You don't talk to cops like that.
No.
Back in those days, if you talked to a cop like that, you'd probably get a handcuff upside the head or a bat or something.
We definitely get hauled into the back of the car.
Yeah, and not very nicely either.
No.
So I guess my point is, I'm just seeing how entitled people are and how
Mhm.
they think they can just kind of run the law and because they're this or that or the other thing.
Yeah.
They're this type of person or that type of person.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
just tell the cops what to do, and the cops are
Yeah.
like, no, you can't do
Yeah.
that. So I'm just wondering if you've ever experienced that out in the East Coast or the West Coast, where
Well,
you've seen somebody like that that's just so entitled.
well, there's a lot of that right now, the way society is. I mean, years ago, I worked in retail years ago.
Oh, did you?
And yeah, at a ladies' clothing store in Edmonton. And you couldn't, if you knew they shoplifted, you couldn't do anything about it until they stepped outside of the mall. And then security and all that, you could get at them. But nowadays, I mean, I think they just walk out the store with everything. Our Costco here has really, and maybe it's across the board, they have really cracked down on how you come into the store and exit.
No,
They've got extra staff at the entrances and exits now because the shoplifting has been so bad for them.
really.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
and I
Costco has you on
see.
a list too, don't they? Don't they swipe your card or something?
Well, yeah, like you get a membership card and you
Yeah, yeah.
scan when you come in. So
Now,
and
can you
it
can you
shows.
give fake names and numbers on those membership cards? Or are they pretty legit?
Well, I mean, my membership card has my picture and membership number on the back, and it's got a
Oh,
scan code, and you scan it. Now they have scanners at the door. So when you scan it, you pop up on a screen that the employee is looking at.
no shit, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I
and
guess the world is changing, right?
yeah, yeah. Well, maybe some of it has, and maybe it's a lot to do with how expensive everything is getting, and people can't afford basic necessities anymore.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why there's been a spike in shoplifting. People just are trying to survive. I don't know. And
I was
a lot
watching
of it,
this.
they know they can get away with it because
Yeah,
the law can't
yeah,
touch them like they used to be able to. So I think it's a
yeah.
combination of factors.
Yeah, and partly it's the times, partly
Mm-hmm.
it's the
Mm-hmm.
the government, partly it's the this, the that, the other thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is tougher for a lot of people. What I've always I saw this other thing tonight on about England, and that they were giving the migrants 300 pound, they call it 300,000 pound homes to live in, which would be the
Okay.
equivalent of about a $1,200 rent a
Mm-hmm.
month,
Mm-hmm.
or 1,200. He said 1,200 pounds, 1,200 pounds of rent a month.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many people in the neighborhood that that just are living in squalor because they just can't seem to
Mm-hmm.
afford
Mm-hmm.
a proper apartment or this or that,
Yeah.
and they're all up in arms because all these migrants are getting all this stuff, all sorts of crazy stuff,
Yeah.
and the citizens, I think we're experiencing that a little bit here in Canada too, in the USA. The
Mm-hmm.
citizens are just all up in arms because it's like, what about us?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a tough topic right now. I don't know
Yeah.
where it's gonna end up.
It's Yeah, it is. It's a very touchy area because I mean we're working our butts off trying to survive,
Yeah.
and if somebody's coming in and being handed rent money, I can see how that'll cause some issues.
Well, we're all kind to migrants and stuff. We all
Yeah.
understand their situations, but it just seems when the government starts giving the people that aren't born here more than the
Mm-hmm.
people that are, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? This is
Yeah.
your just because you can, you are giving these
Yeah.
people more. If the citizens of Canada or USA
Mm-hmm.
or Great
Mm-hmm.
Britain or whatever are having trouble making it, why aren't you helping them?
Yeah. Yeah.
The
I
last
don't
I
know.
checked, they weren't helping them.
I hear a lot of people commenting that we should help our own first,
Yeah.
like our own Canadians. I mean, it's kind of hard because I'm back in the early 1900s. My ancestors, my Bob and Dito, and that came from the Ukraine as children. And they came to Canada, were given a piece of land, and they worked their butts off to build a life here. They weren't handed out rent money or anything like that. They lived off their land and built a life here.
Did did you just say you had a great great grandfather named Bandito?
Did I? No.
Did you call him Bandito?
Oh, no, not Bandito. Grandpa in Ukrainian is Dito.
Oh, well, I thought you said
D-I-D-O.
Bandito, and I'm thinking, are you sure you're from the Ukraine and not
No.
Mexico?
No, grandma is Baba and grandpa is Dito. Some people say
Baba,
Guido as well. Yeah,
Baba.
yes.
That's the strangest shit.
That's your
Why would they
language
call him?
lesson for the day.
Thank you. It's not very well received because I'm trying to figure out who would call someone else Baba. You wouldn't even
That's
call an
grandma.
animal that, would you?
It's B-A-B-A. It's Baba. I don't know.
Baba.
That's what
Wow,
it is.
and Dito,
Yeah.
Babadito.
hmm
Oh,
Grandpa.
that's interesting. Well, my folks are from Scotland.
hmm
My ancestors. So
Yeah.
Patterson is a Scottish name for those of you that don't know my last name.
Yeah.
And
Blacktop's not your last name?
it's not. It's it's my life. It's my life and has been my life for 3 decades.
It's your
Oh, yeah,
stage
you're
name.
such an ass.
Geez, I learned something
Anyway,
new today.
there you go. My ancestors come from Scotland, and did you know that in Scotland that was where they invented copper wire?
No, did not know that.
It was back in the 17th century. There were two Scotsmen fighting over a penny.
Keep going.
Get it? No, that's the joke.
Oh, that's I thought you were going to continue.
How did you bypass the punchline? I had to sit there and dig it out of you.
It's been a long day, and I've been out in the hot sun all day.
Well, I can see that it seems that way. Yeah, you look great, so I mean that part's okay. But
thanks.
yeah, maybe you're a little behind in the
a little
interpretation or understanding.
A little bit of heat stroke and dehydration.
I've had a hell of a week with the ELD too. This ELD's been driving me mental all week.
Uh-oh. What happened this time?
Just you get so close to some place and then you get into it. I was actually on the bridge going from USA to Canada, and I had 30 minutes on my ELD to cross the bridge. So all of a sudden they shut the bridge down because it's too many trucks, right? So now it's down to 15, 20 minutes. But I'm in the line. I can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm off duty at that point.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what happens is it's on a cycle. So it just keeps my time just keeps falling apart on me.
Oh no.
So it finally does, and of course I'm off duty. But then the Canadian side doesn't pick up the American side GPS, so it throws me into this big violation.
Yeah.
And,
oh no.
It was just a mess, and I'm thinking, whoever invented this stupid stuff, it's just mental. You must not.
I think we could talk about that log device every single time we have a podcast.
I'm telling you, every week there's something about that
There's
ELD
something
that's
wrong.
just nuts. Well, see, they don't allow us to have some of the parameters that you are allowed. You're allowed to have a 2-hour, for anybody that really knows ELD, you're allowed to somehow get yourself a 2-hour traffic, allowance and stuff like that. You can, go off duty or whatever and work on personal conveyance. There's all sorts of different things, not all sorts, but there's a couple of different things you can do.
A few.
But not all companies allow you to have those fringe benefits. So if they don't let you have personal conveyance, and if they're really strict on it, and it won't let you have that option when you're on the screen, then you obviously can't use it if there's no option there. So it's just kind of a combination of the industry or the inventors of this thing were way off. B, the companies are afraid to cross the lines. They're afraid to give their drivers too many parameters because then they'll abuse them and then it will affect their safety rating when they get caught. So a lot of the companies are kind of hesitant about giving them too many allowances with some of those things. And then of course there's also the driver that just doesn't give a shit. He just does what he wants anyway. And I don't know how long he gets to work for that company, but if that company needs drivers, they're not going to fire the guy because they need drivers. So it's kind of a.
But doesn't that get them in trouble though too? The company itself?
Big time. So it's just a
revolving.
You think
they would cover their ass?
The whole thing. Well, the thing is that the reason they did this was because the paper logs allowed you to manipulate the system, right? You could go back and change things. You could we used to tear papers out of the logbook and stick new ones in that made better sense.
I was just thinking that. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Just rip a page out if you don't need it. Eraser.
Not an eraser, but you had to just redo the page. I've probably redone 200. That's low. Maybe 2,000 logbook pages in my life. Where you just have to redo them to make them work. And that's why they used to call it the comic book, because it's just a big joke. It's a big joke, the logbook.
Yeah.
So I guess what they wanted to do is say, well, if it's a big joke, we're going to make it not such a big joke anymore. And here we are.
So it kind of went
So
from one extreme to another.
kind of did. So I've got
Mhm.
friends that if you have a truck that's pre or pre 2000, like if it's a 1998 Peterbilt, for example, you
Mhm.
don't have to run the ELD. Did you know that?
No, I did not. I'm not a trucker, sorry. I didn't know.
Well, oh, you're not. Oh, I didn't know that. So,
I drive a truck, but a pickup truck, but not that kind of truck.
yeah, it's just you drive a little bitch truck. It's a 1500, right? Or a 150
Yes.
or whatever. It's a 1500 Chevy, right? You drive
Yes,
Chevy?
1500. Yeah.
Just so you
Sierra.
all know, this lady
GMC.
actually thinks that the Chevy is the way to go.
No,
I
it's
personally think
GMC.
it's a Dodge is the way to go. Well, considering that my Dodge
I've
right now has a transmission blown out of it, but
I've had Dodge Rams. I had 2 Dodge Rams actually.
did you like
I
them
like the
better than the
Rams too.
Chevy?
My last one I did, yes. I did.
You liked your Dodge Ram, huh?
But
So why'd you buy a bloody Chevy?
yeah.
Chevy.
I sold the Ram because it apparently had the Hemi tick and would probably need a new tranny down the road, or engine. And I was heading off to Mexico it was supposed to be 5-6 months, and so I thought it was better to just get rid of that truck, and then when I got back, I would pick up a new one. And the Sierra is the
You were
one I
able to
picked up when I
afford to
came
go
back.
to Mexico for 6 months?
I was going to, but no, I was back after a month and a half. So that's a whole
Oh,
nother
you
story.
ran out of money?
No.
Oh, you didn't run out of money. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. You wouldn't want to
Yeah.
be running out of money in Mexico anyway, would you?
No. No, it is cheap to live there and eat there and everything and visit, but no, yeah, you still wouldn't want to run out.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to run out. So
No,
yeah, so I just
not
what did
anywhere.
I do last week? I went to Thunder Bay, and that was kind of uneventful. You ever been up there?
No, no, I haven't been
It's
to
the top
Ontario
end
yet.
of Lake Superior. You know where Lake Superior is?
Mm-hmm.
It's the very
Ontario.
top end of that. Yes, but it's the top end of one of the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
in fact, do you know where Lake Superior? Do you know what happened? Which was a massive bit of history. What happened in Lake Superior, right at the very top end of that?
Is that
That
the
is where. Ooh, I
Ella
think you're gonna get
Fitzgerald?
this.
Is that where you're headed?
I just want to let the people of the podcast know that Ella Fitzgerald was an African
Fitzgerald? Is that the name of
American
the ship?
singer
No.
that used to
No,
sing
no,
with
not
Al
Ella. The
Jolson.
Fitzgerald.
I'm pretty sure she means the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Edmund, that's it. I was close.
Ella Fitzgerald is, from last I noticed, I don't think she ever swam up in that lake and sunk.
My bad.
But
I'm
that is,
sorry.
yes, but you got it half right.
Right idea.
Yes, it was
Right
the
idea,
Edmund Fitzgerald.
wrong full
And
name.
did you know who wrote a song about and made a huge hit about it? Speaking of music,
Oh shoot. I do know,
I'll
but
give you a hint.
the name is
His initials were GL.
Gordon Lightfoot.
There you go.
No?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh,
Gordon
yay,
Lightfoot.
Jamie.
Yes, yeah. And it was
Yeah.
actually a huge hit. I don't know why it was such a huge hit, but everybody wanted to
Yes.
hear the story of the Edmund
Yeah.
Fitzgerald. But if you
Yes.
actually listen to a documentary about it, it's quite riveting what happened
Mm-hmm.
there. It's kind of crazy. I think it was
Um,
28, 30 sailors went down that night. Something like that.
was there a movie? Am I remembering right that there was a movie about
There
that,
might
or
have
is that
been,
a
yeah.
different shipwreck I'm thinking about? That might be a
Oh
different
no,
one, because I think the movie I'm
you're
thinking
thinking
about
of
had
the
George Clooney
Titanic.
in it. No, not the Titanic. A different one than that.
Oh.
No, not the Titanic. No.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
was
okay.
another one.
That's
I
another
believe
weird one.
George Clooney
That's
was in
another
that
weird
one.
one. That Titanic was a
What's that? The
weird one.
Titanic?
It was weird.
Why?
It's
Why do you
weird.
say that?
Well, first of all, it
Okay.
was the maiden voyage of that bloody thing that was supposed to be unsinkable. Did you know that?
Uh-huh.
It was the maiden
Yes.
voyage where all the big rich, like the rich people were on that boat.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be this massive boat that was unsinkable, that was untouchable,
Yep.
just awesome. And the first
Yeah.
bloody trip, the thing sinks.
Makes you kind of
That's amazing.
wonder.
You know, I
That
don't
was
know.
a setup.
Do you think it was a setup?
I don't know. Well, you just raised a point.
Do you think
A
that
bunch of rich,
iceberg that
high
maybe it
society
wasn't an
people.
iceberg, maybe it was a torpedo.
Don't know.
Never thought about that, have you? I've been watching
No.
all sorts of crazy shit this
No.
week. Titanic, moon landing.
Apparently.
There's another one. Yeah, there's another one, the moon landing.
Here we go.
I'm not even gonna say my opinion, but yeah, there's some questions there. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the biggest question
Definitely
I
there
have is
are.
that NASA would come out and say, well, we've actually lost the technology. How do you lose the technology to go to the moon?
Yeah.
And how do you talk
do you
to a
forget
guy in
that?
the moon 250,000 miles away? How do you talk to a guy when you've never done that? Like, how would you possibly? This is in the day where they didn't have Bluetooth or wireless cables or you know all this stuff. What would make you think that you could
Right.
talk to a guy 250,000 miles away? It just doesn't make sense. Some of it.
I've heard about lots of questionable things that happened with that as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. So
and to do with the flag,
I wouldn't
how
mind
the
if
flag was
anybody wants
flying.
to give us their opinion on some of this stuff. Please do email us. You know, we enjoy email. What is email again?
Blacktop Rocks Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, because we'd like to hear from you guys. You know, it'd be awesome to get some
on our
opinions
outro. The email's listed as well.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. And what's our website
I
again?
can insert it in the screen too. Our website?
I think I know the website.
For the music,
can I say
it's www. Okay, sure, you go for it.
Yes, for our music website is www.gmblackfoot.com.
Yeah, okay.
Is that right?
No.
I got to buzz it.
You did that on purpose.
Okay, tell us what it is. Of course I did. Okay, tell us the right one.
www.gmblacktopmusic.com.
There you go. That'll work.
Such a smart ass.
I know. It's terrible. What else is going on? Oh, you went to a wedding yesterday.
Yes, I went to a good friend's wedding on Saturday. Yeah.
This is what I was.
And,
she told me about this the other day, folks, and this is what I said. This is what she told me. I've got to make a potluck. I says, you're going to a potluck wedding. She goes, yes, potluck. I says, I'm not sure I've ever heard of that. She goes, oh, and it's bring BYOB. I says, so you're telling me you're going to a potluck and a BYOB, and I guess you pretty much BYOG too, which would be gift. You just bring it all. And he said, yeah. I said, that's incredible. Those people are so smart. They got it all figured out. And then you told me that after you went to the wedding that they had a brisket and a couple other things, which was good.
Yeah. The brisket was amazing.
Okay, and then please tell the listeners
chicken wings and pork and.
Oh, was there? Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And just for the listening audience, why don't you tell them what happened at the very end?
So it was. You're talking about the farm animals.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
So the altar was set up just in front of a pasture, and everybody looked out over the pasture. And in the middle of this ceremony, there was 2 donkeys out there. In the middle of the ceremony, one of the donkeys came up the side, followed the fence line, and there was an opening in the bushes, and it just kind of looked at all of us, and it was kind of like a, oops, my bad, and it turned and walked away. and
Didn't you say
headed
that it
back
had a
down the fence
party
line.
hat on too?
And then, yes, they put hats on them. And then at the end, when this just as the ceremony finished, there's two donkeys, got the friskies and went running across the pasture to the other side. And then they got a little frisky out in front of everybody.
You're telling me that the two donkeys started
They were
fucking at the
celebrating.
wedding?
Yeah. It was quite funny. It was quite funny.
You mean, do you think that they were like maybe they thought they were getting married and they were consummating the marriage or something? I don't know.
Maybe.
How many people could ever say that they went to a wedding and the highlight were two donkeys fucking? That's different.
Yeah. It was. I mean, that was hilarious. But it was a beautiful, beautiful wedding. Yeah, it was very nice.
Especially for the donkeys.
No. Oh yeah, that was interesting.
That's a new one. I've never heard of that one before. Telling you what.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see even two dogs or something, but two donkeys? That's just a strange.
Well, it was on a farm.
It's almost disturbing, actually, on some level. Huh?
It was funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah. I can imagine. And you've been hot all week out there too, haven't you? The heat.
Yeah, we're in another heat wave. Yeah, and it's going to continue all this week into next weekend.
Maybe that's what caused
so that'll be okay.
Maybe that's what caused the donkey to want to tear a piece off his girl out there in the field.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have used that term. Maybe that's a negative term, is it? Is that a chauvinistic term? Tear a piece off that donkey in the field.
No, you could have said worse, but that's okay. We're all good.
That's okay.
We're all good.
Yeah. So I've been just kind of, dealing with the ELD, driving. Like I said, I went to Thunder Bay, then came back, then I went to Quebec City, and that's always a chore.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of traffic in Quebec City.
Yeah.
And then came home and took a little time off, and now I'll go back at it tomorrow and go to just a short one to Ontario tomorrow.
Yeah. That's all right. Get a bit
What's
of a break.
What's your plans?
Well, I've got my gardening business keep going all week, work on the music, on our podcast, and then I'm getting ready. I've got 3 charity motorcycle rides to do this month. This upcoming weekend on, where's my list here I've wrote down? On the 6th is the Vancouver Island Run for Homeless Vets. We raise money for homeless veterans. And then on Sunday, it's called the West Coast Motorcycle Ride to Live, and that's raising money for prostate cancer. And then and we meet at the it's Enrico Winery in the Cowichan Valley, and we do a ride and then come back for barbecue and that kind of stuff. And then the weekend after, on the 13th, is the Port Alberni Toy Run. It's 41st annual toy run.
So how many riders are in that one?
The toy run is huge. Last year, I think there was 1,100 bikes.
Yeah.
And the most they've ever had was 14. I wrote it down. I looked it up. 1,463 bikes in 2010 was their largest turnout.
And for those of you that want to see Corinn in her leathers and learn about the Nanaimo bike nights or whatever, some of these toy runs, how can they find you on Facebook or something? Do you have
on
a bike nights Instagram?
Well, our Nanaimo bike nights, we have a Facebook group. For myself, I've got my own Freedom by Motorcycle website, and my Instagram is Freedom by Motorcycle, and on TikTok, I'm MotoGal24.
So there you go. If anybody wants to learn more about
and then just on my personal Facebook, I post stuff.
Or motorcycling on the Victoria on Vancouver Island, then Corinn is the gal to talk to about that. I think I've said before, I used to run a motorcycle when I was in Philippines, but
Uh-huh.
I've never had a Harley. It was always horses for me. But I wouldn't mind having
Mm-hmm.
one someday, but I don't know. It seems like it's a lot. I might be past that age of wanting to do that, maybe. I wouldn't use it enough,
Yeah,
probably.
it's best if you're gonna ride, you need to want to do it, because if you're just kind of like, oh, I'll just try it, you need to be in the right frame of mind when you're on a bike.
Yeah, I've got lots
Definitely,
of friends that
because
do it
a lot
that
can happen
all have
fast when
bikes.
you're on a bike.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got friends
I
that
love it.
ride around.
That's my de-stressor.
Your de-stressor? Is that when you feel
Yeah,
closest to God or something?
yeah.
Or
When no, just when if you're having a stressful day, hop on the bike and it just helps you just let all that go for a while. Get some wind therapy.
if I'm having a stressful day, I just jump in the truck and drive through Toronto. That helps.
I I call BS on that one.
Yeah, yeah,
I've heard you comment about Toronto when you're driving through there.
yeah. Well, we're looking
Does not
forward
sound like
to.
fun in any way, shape, or form.
No, it's not. Or Montreal. Um, we're looking
Oh,
forward to a
yeah.
new single coming out soon, aren't we?
Yeah, Razorback is coming out on the 11th
The 11th.
of
Okay.
September.
And it's kind of a weird. I've always
Yeah.
liked the word Razorback. It reminded me of
Yeah.
this thing in Arkansas, this warthog or whatever in Arkansas. So I always thought it was kind of a cool word, a Razorback. And when I wrote
Oh,
this song, I wrote it about RAISC/ER/back. So it's really about this guy talking about his life, and now he's gonna razor back,
hmm,
raise back his
yeah.
music or whatever it is. So it's Razorback. So that I thought it was a
Yeah.
cool pun on words. So I try to do that now
Yeah.
and then in my
Yeah, no,
music.
it is. Very
But
cool.
yeah, so I'm looking forward to that coming
I
out.
guess
And
I
we got
should correct
another.
myself. The pre-release is the 11th. The actual release is the 12th of September. Sorry.
Oh well, geez, you could have let that slide. It would have been okay.
Eh.
It's not like the whole world is waiting for it or anything.
Well, it's when it's really available. Well,
Yeah. But
they
we've
are.
also got another song that's almost done in the studio too, called "Down on Me." It's a ballad, so I'm looking forward to that being finished
Hmm.
up.
Nice. Yeah. I can't wait to hear it finished.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be finished hopefully very soon. I just spoke with Daryl the other day, and he's almost there. So
Yeah.
he's a
Good.
Daryl's a great guy. I've known him
Sounds
for
good.
years. Daryl Gray, that is, I'm talking about. He's the bass player
Yeah.
for Helix and
Yeah.
has been for several decades, more than several
Hmm.
decades. They've been around for, geez, I don't know how many. Is it 40
Yeah.
years? Got to be 40 years. They used to tour with Kiss and, geez, everybody.
Oh,
World tours,
weren't they? They were around in the 80s, weren't they?
80s, 90s, yeah, the whole thing. I don't know how many albums they got, but it's a bunch.
Yeah.
So they're still doing
Yeah.
it too.
I
They
can't
they've
remember the
got a bunch of
exact
shows
year they
this year
started.
coming up across Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I think
awesome.
they're going out for seven
Yeah.
shows. I think you told me the other day. They're going out for seven shows with
Hmm.
Nazareth. Remember them? They had a song that was called
Hmm.
Hair. I think the album was
Yep.
called this
Yep.
too. It's
I do.
called Hair of the Dog. Down and down, 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 down. Don't go messing with a son of a bitch. You know that song?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
nice.
remember
It's
that one.
nice to see they're still out with doing shows and whatnot. So anyway, but all right. Well, I
Yeah.
just wanted
Yeah,
to
for sure.
say hi, and we're glad we got a chance to do this podcast and bring everybody up on a few of the things that we've been talking about
Yeah.
this week or happening in our lives. I'm sure that, and we would love to hear
Yeah.
about what's happening in everybody else's life too. And don't forget if you've got a guest that you think or somebody you know or whatever that you'd like us to bring on as a guest, we're going to start doing that one of these days soon, aren't we?
Yeah. No, that'd be great.
And or even just comments or feedback or whatever. We take it positive and negative, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah, for
anyway,
sure. For sure.
well, this was episode 3, folks. So we'll look forward to seeing you on episode 4. And Corinn, you have a nice evening. See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, the blacktop made me this way. Yeah, the blacktop made me this way. Yeah, the blacktop made me this way.